Hey y'all, SuperNamu here, and the Final Fantasy VII Rebirth theme song announcement trailer just dropped. We watched a little bit of it at the Game Awards live stream, and then we also just watched the full trailer of it. But now I want to do another breakdown of this trailer that I did for the last one, because there was a lot that's drawn in this, and I want to look at each and every thing that's happening in this trailer and just voice my opinions, voice what I'm thinking what's happening in these scenes, what is, like, in general, what's happening, in my opinion. Be prepared for this to slow down and talked about a lot of pausing. The world will be saved, but will you? I think this was like quoted in the second trailer as well, or maybe it's the first one. Already off the bat, Crisis Core ending here.
I'm feeling
this didn't happen like that. That scene right then of Zack stumbling to the floor, that didn't happen in the original Crisis Core. So it's already interesting. This alternate parallel reality, this parallel universe of Zack surviving, and I'm so interested to see where they go with this.
Every single bullet.
Their ire
and of course, Bugenhagen here, Red's grandfather, which looks amazing. But noticing the background, this is not his observatory that's in Cosmo Canyon. This looks like this is the Gi Caves that is under Cosmo Canyon. And oh boy, I'm looking forward to that, because that was always a kind of a creepy area in the game. Always hard, that boss fight, Gi attack, without cheesing it, because this is an undead boss fight, was always pretty difficult for me as a kid. So I learned that you could really just heal the boss. That lovely gimmick that's in all the Final Fantasy games. But I'm so excited to explore this new area here.
More. Do not underestimate this foe. Your foe?
And we finally get the face of Vincent Valentine, who we learned that is voiced by Matt Mercer at the New York Comic Con showcase or panel of Final Fantasy VII Rebirth with the cast. Oh man, Vincent Valentine.
Sephiroth.
What am I supposed to do?
Also, hello? Let me just... This is Biggs here, y'all. Biggs. So we saw that at the ending of Remake, Biggs survived. We saw that. Wedge survived. Biggs survived. Jesse unfortunately did not survive. And Wedge was in some sort of coma, unconscious in the Aerith's, or I should say, what's her name? Aerith's adopted mother, Elmira. He was in Aerith's bed. I'm assuming it was Aerith's bed. Unconscious there. So that's very interesting that we have Biggs actually meeting Zack in this alternate timeline.
Supposed to do. Their luck runs out, but mine doesn't. I'm the only one who gets a pass.
And it's interesting how everyone is dead from Avalanche. Barrett, Wedge, Jesse, Tifa. Biggs is the only one who survives. But it's interesting. That's interesting.
Sometimes.
Obviously, if you have watched the E3 presentation on Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, I believe this is Calm here that Cloud is exploring.
I don't even...
Here, though, Cloud is in his soldier uniform. Infantry Trooper. This has got to be Junon, right? That's the only time Cloud is in uniform. Well, there's two times that Cloud's in uniform. Calm flashback when you learn, you know, the what truly happened in the Nibelheim incident, and then obviously when Cloud sneaks into Junon and into Parade and everything. So obviously it seems like it expands a bit more, because Cloud stays in his uniform after the events of the bottom portion of Junon. When he sneaks up top, he gets in the Parade. He has to sneak through the city to get to the the ship that takes the crew to Costa del Sol, and he's in the uniform the entire time. But you don't really explore military structures like this in the original. So it's interesting that how Junon seems to be expanded while Cloud is, I'm assuming, in his infantry uniform. It's interesting he doesn't have a helmet on though.
Know who I am.
And here, this is obviously Costa del Sol Midship Market. It's the only place where Cloud and them is in a beach setting is Costa del Sol.
I forget things. Everyone else.
Was that Madam M? Hold on. It is Madam M right here. Okay, technical difficulty. Everything's fixed. So Madam M right here. That's interesting. This, based off of what I'm looking at here, this is probably Gold Saucer. You know, the chokables over here. You got a floating Moogle and such. Single saucer. But I wonder what Madam M's doing here. Obviously, we saw in the other trailer that dropped a while back, a couple months ago, Andrea Rodea was also in Gold Saucer too. What did we see? Chocobo Bob, Chocobo Billy, what was his name? In the haunted hotel. This is where the crew spends the night on their first day at Gold Saucer. So it's really cool.
And no thing.
Here though, looking around, this might be the areas, the name of the area is kind of y'all listen, it's 3:48 in the morning. After Cloud and whoever you're going on a date with and Kate Stiff gets sent to the desert ruins that's outside of Gold Saucer. I can't remember what it's called right now at the top of my head, but this might be it. You see mountains in the distance in the pipeline right here, and it's kind of poor looking, you know, looking like the slums, but you're outside, obviously not in Midgar slums. So this has definitely got to be like the desert prison or whatever.
I've got no right knowing.
And here we got Cloud and Air probably doing one of their synergy attacks.
Cloud.
What enemy is that though? Can't tell. Also, looking at the structure here, it looks like you're still kind of in like the desert mountainous area. I wonder where. Is it by like Cosmo Canyon maybe?
It's okay. You saved me before.
And here was this a Tifa and a Kate Sif synergy attack, which is pretty cool. That's amazing. Also, so this is Kate Sif is here. This is obviously after Ghost Saucer events, but this guy here.
Or is it the pooch? I'm just messing with you. That there is our man.
This guy here, this has got to be the man who quote unquote runs the desert prison. Not Dine, but like there is a guy that you have to talk to after Dine dies, and you get like, you know, proof that you can get out of here and everything. You need to do the chocobo racing. You have to talk to the guy, like he's in like some small like little trailer in the front of the desert prison. This has gotta be him. Like, who else could this be?
When fate sets us a challenge.
And this got to be Dio, which is wow, because I don't remember Dio wearing cape, but he was definitely wearing a Speedo in the original game.
We must rise to meet it. Are you ready to rumble?
Aaron, is there anything I can do for you?
Sid. He looks so young. He's a pretty boy. I don't know how to feel about his voice. In Kingdom Hearts 1, in Kingdom Hearts 2, and Advent Children, Sid has a gruffy voice. You know, a grumpy old man kind of voice, even though he is not actually an old man. I think he's younger than Barrett, but like older than Cloud and the rest of them. I think he's like mid-20s or something like that. Don't quote me on that one. I never knew Sid's age. but he was always sounding, he always sounded gruffy, and he was always cussing everyone out in the original game. So I'm very curious to see how he's changed in here. Obviously, he sounds way younger, not as gruffy, but this could just be this one scene. It could be different when we first meet Sid or whatever. And I'm very curious about Shara, his assistant turned wife later on in the series.
I want to help.
Ooh. And here we got a summon. This is obviously Titan right here. And then Phoenix. Now this looks like Bahamut or Bahamut, however you guys want to pronounce it. And there was different versions of Bahamut in Final Fantasy VII. There's a regular one, and then there was like Neo Bahamut, and then there was like Zero Bahamut or Bahamut Zero or whatever. And I think there's like another one. I don't know which one, if we're gonna get all of them, but this is quite interesting. It's really cool to see him on the ground. Actually, he looks different than the Bahamut that we fight in Intergrade. But like that like little scene right there of him shooting out the laser from his mouth is clear that this is Bahamut.
Look at me, Barrett.
And then right here, dying. Look, this is dying. Oh man, oh man, oh man.
Marlene to see what her father's become?
Promise not to tell?
It's interesting. Zack meeting Marlene. Obviously, this is gotta be Elmira's house and Aerith's house. This is interesting enough. Cloud in the background, unconscious. From the Mako poisoning that happened at the Nibelheim incident. In this reality, Cloud is unconscious, comatose.
When she wakes up, a scary man is gonna kill her.
Now, how does Marlene know this, though? So this is on a stage here. This is definitely when you go to Gold Saucer and you go on a date with well, it could be changed because he was given a choice, or not really given a choice, but things are different depending on the infection meter in the original game. But when you go to Gold Saucer, after you spend the night, you get to go on a date with Tifa, Aerith, Yuffie, or Barrett. Unfortunately, I don't think you can do Red. I don't know. That's probably wrong. Now, Barrett was always very hard to do a date on, because a lot of the choices that you're given in the original game go either towards Tifa or go towards Aerith. There's one particular scene, or not scene, but a few dialogue options that are geared towards Barrett to raise his affection towards you and make it easy for you to choose a date. But it's always you won't know who you're going on a date with if you don't pay attention to what you're doing until the night of, when they walk into your room. But in this scene, this looks like the date that Cloud and Aerith go on, because whoever you're going to date with, you all go to the theater and are roped into participating in the show for the audience. And it looks like this might be it. Aerith singing here definitely does not sound like Aerith's normal talking voice, so it's interesting. She kind of looks like Efana a little. And also here, this looks like Jessie, not gonna lie. But we saw Jessie die on the pillar in Remake. Now, I'm not sure if this is like the alternate, parallel timeline. But then in that one, Jessie also died too, so who knows? But that also could be Aerith. I don't know. That just... Let's see. Is she wearing the same outfit? She got green vines around her torso. But no, this looks like, toga robes and everything. You can't get a good look. I think you get to see her from the front after this Jesse scene. Here, it was interesting you have both Red and Kate Stiff with Cloud. Well, wait. Is that Barrett? Yeah, that's Barrett, because you can see his gun on his hand. If this is the date from Gold Saucer, it seems like you might not be able to choose, or not choose, but like work towards getting the character that you want. And it seems like you're forced to have Aerith as your date if this is the leader date part. Here, okay, so there's a headband and a crown. Let me go back to the Jessie part. Okay, so there's a headband here. No, see, look at her bangs here. Her bangs, she got a side sweep. Aerith has a middle part for her bangs, so this is definitely not Aerith. That really looks like Jessie, y'all.
I won't say that it was destiny, but if not, what could it?
Here, I like how there's a vending machine in Vincent's room.
That drew you towards me.
Obviously, this is definitely one of two things. Well, I was going to say one of two things. This could be the calm flashback, or this could be the real calm flashback. But Cloud is wearing his soldier uniform. So one of three things could be happening here. This could be the, like I said, the calm flashback. This could be the real flashback, or this could be in the crater while Sephiroth is forcing everyone to learn what really happened at Calm. And this could be, you know, the revealing moment. But according to the notes that I believe it was right after the last trailer that they released some sort of like little blog post on Square Enix website with Nomura and the rest of the team. They said that it was going to end, part 2 was going to end at the not the flashback, but the capital, the Forgotten Capital. And that would mean that more than likely the events of the meteor wouldn't happen, because that happens afterwards, even though they said that some things would be out of order and may not happen in the exact way that it did in the original. So a lot of people was thinking that you was going to go to the Northern Crater first and then the Forgotten Capital, which I was kind of hoping that would work out, because I feel like with the events of the Northern Crater, that's a great way to end the part 2. But who knows, they might, you know, they say one thing and they mean another. Who knows what actually will happen with the order of this game.
Could it be chance?
This is the date right here.
Till the day that we meet.
So what is happening here? Both Tifa and Yuffie are dancing here. But this is Gold Saucer though, and Aerith too, because you can see it right here. It says battle, and there's like the battle station in Gold Saucer. So this is definitely still Gold Saucer. Sid and his the tiny Bronco. Wait, let's look. Oh man, this is Rocket Town, or at least by Sid's house at Rocket Town. Oh man, I wonder if we're gonna get to run over Palmer. Please tell me we get to run over Palmer. I also wonder, will we actually get to fight a tiny Bronco? That's gonna be great. Interesting. So in this timeline, Zack does reunite with Aerith, but Aerith is also comatose. Now, Marlene has said early in the trailer, if she wakes up, the Scary Man is going to kill her. And Scary Man obviously is going to be Sephiroth. Now, this goes into the whole Sephiroth from the future timeline, the Advent Children Sephiroth, the whole time traveling Sephiroth going back in time to prevent Aerith from summoning Holy and thwarting his plans. I'm very curious about the events of this one, though. And how does Marlene know that? Exactly what happened. There's, in the last trailer, was it the last one? Or was it the one before that? I don't know. There was a trailer and there was like tornadoes destroying Midgard and everything. I wonder, how does that kill the Avalanche? Like, how's that related to Avalanche's killings, their deaths? Why is Aerith unconscious? In this timeline, they never meet Cloud. So how does she get herself involved with Avalanche? Just so many questions. And here, this is definitely gotta be the Forgotten Capital in the scene.
Please, I'm begging you, lend me your strength.
And that's on 2 discs. Oh my goodness. Alright, y'all, that is it. Sorry for my all over the place thoughts, but that was just what I was picking out from the trailer, what was happening, what I'm thinking is gonna happen. Thank you for joining me. I'm thinking about doing a nice Final Fantasy VII remake walkthrough, not walkthrough, but like gameplay for the channel, chapter per video. And more so going into the lore and background, just revisiting the game right before Rebirth comes out. So if you're interested in that, let me know. I'm going to be uploading that soon. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Make sure to check me out on twitch.tv/SuperNamu, where I stream a lot of these games that you see the VODs and highlights for on this channel. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye.